You think Amazon makes money on your Prime fee? $139 a year, and in return you get fast, free shipping on almost anything. It feels like a clean trade. You pay the fee, Amazon ships your stuff. But here's the strange part. The shipping isn't the profit. The shipping is one of Amazon's biggest costs. Amazon spends tens of billions of dollars a year moving boxes. On the shipping itself, Prime arguably loses money. So why does Amazon want you in Prime so badly? Because the fee was never the prize, you are. Here's how it looks from the outside. You hand Amazon about $139 a year or $15 a month. Multiply that by Amazon's stated 200 million plus members worldwide, and you get an enormous, predictable river of subscription cash. Amazon reports a subscription services line, mostly Prime, and in 2024 it came to about $44 billion. So the obvious story writes itself. Amazon sells a membership, collects the fee, ships your packages, keeps the difference. But look at what that fee is supposed to cover, and the story buckles. The headline Prime benefit is fast, free shipping. Free shipping isn't free for Amazon. Somebody pays the courier, the warehouse, the fuel, the driver. Its reported shipping costs ran to roughly $90 billion in 2023, and for years Amazon has spent far more on shipping than it collects in shipping fees. The faster the delivery, the more it costs. So the more you use the single best feature of your Prime membership, the more it costs Amazon to serve you. That is not how you behave with a product if the fee is where the profit lies. So either Amazon is setting fire to money on purpose, or the shipping was never meant to make money at all. So where does the money really come from? From what you do once you're a member. The fee's real job is to change your behavior. Independent researchers who track this estimate that a U.S. Prime member spends well over $1,000 a year on Amazon, while a non-member spends roughly half that. Sit with that gap. The same person, once they're paying for Prime, spends hundreds of dollars more per year. Because they've already paid for shipping, so every purchase feels free to ship, so Amazon becomes the default. Why check another site when shipping is already covered and the box shows up tomorrow? And here's the subtle part, it's not that Amazon attracts big spenders into Prime. It's that becoming a member tends to turn ordinary shoppers into big spenders. The fee resets your defaults. Once shipping is paid for, the small purchase you'd never have bothered ordering, the phone charger, the pack of batteries, the thing you'd have grabbed at a local store, now goes in the cart, because it ships free and arrives tomorrow. Each of those is tiny. Across 200 million members in a whole year, they are enormous. That extra spending is the asset. And it flows into the parts of Amazon that actually print profit. Amazon's cloud business threw off about $40 billion of operating income in 2024, more operating profit than the entire North American retail operation, on a fraction of the revenue. And Amazon's advertising business, the sponsored products you scroll past on every search, pulled in about $56 billion in 2024. Think about where those dollars come from. Sellers pay to get in front of high-intent shoppers. And who are the most valuable shoppers to put an ad in front of? The members who buy constantly, by default, because they're in Prime. The fee doesn't have to win. It just has to keep you shopping so the ad business and the marketplace win. Now, why does this work? And why is the losing shipping actually the smartest spend Amazon makes? Because Prime turns a one-time customer into a habit. The moment you pay the annual fee, a quiet piece of psychology kicks in. You've already spent the money, so you want to get your money's worth. The way to get your money's worth is to use the free shipping. The way to use the free shipping is to buy more often, from Amazon and not from anyone else. The fee you paid to save money becomes the reason you spend more. Amazon doesn't have to force that. The structure does it. And the benefits keep stacking, which keeps raising the value of the fee and the cost of leaving. Prime isn't just shipping anymore. It's Prime Video, music, photo storage, grocery perks, deals, and more. Every benefit Amazon bolts on makes the $139 feel more worth it, and makes canceling feel like giving up more. You don't quit a thing you're using 10 different ways. That's not an accident of generosity, it's the logic of a membership. The more reasons you have to stay, the more you shop, and the more you shop, the more those high-margin engines, cloud, ads, the marketplace fees from third-party sellers, get fed. There's even a timing advantage hiding in the model. Amazon collects from you the moment you check out, but often pays its suppliers weeks later. A long-standing feature of how it manages its cash that has been widely documented. A business with 200 million members all buying on a habit is a business with a constant, rolling flow of incoming cash. The membership doesn't just drive spending, it makes that spending dependable. And notice what Amazon does with the fee over time. It started at $79 in 2005, went to $99 in 2014, $119 in 2018, and $139 in 2022. Each increase is modest. Each one lands on a base of members who, by then, run their household on Prime. The deliveries, the shows, the auto reorders. When the cost of leaving is your whole routine, a $20 bump doesn't move you. So the fee can climb, the spending stays locked in, and the profit engines keep getting fed. So here's what Prime really is. Not a shipping service you pay for, a loyalty engine disguised as one. The fee isn't the product, the fee is the toll you pay to make Amazon your default, and the default is worth far more to Amazon than the toll. The free shipping is marketing spend that quietly pays for itself many times over in everything you buy after. Once you see it, you see the pattern across the whole membership economy. The fee is rarely where the money is. The fee is the hook that changes what you do, and the money lives in what you do next. The gym sells you a membership to change your habits, Amazon sells you Prime to own your default. Next time, a company that took the opposite path, it stopped selling you a thing you keep and started renting you software you can never truly own. That's Adobe. And the file on your computer is the lock,